Neil.
Hello.
Thanks for coming back. It's good to see you again today.
Thanks.
How's your week been going?
It's going, school. It's kind of long, kind of boring. My parents left after our session last week. So it's just me. They're off on their bi-weekly extravaganza they always take, so just me at home, school, homework. The usual, I guess.
So, tell me more about home life when the parents are away. What's a day look like for you?
Well, I mean, I sleep a little bit later than usual, because normally they're, like, up super early, and it's like, whatever, I'll just get up when they do. So I sleep a little longer, and I just, like, have my bowl of cereal and orange juice, and then skedaddle on to school. Just kind of basically still sleep by the time I get there, but just go through my day, not usual day. And I just go home and do homework and go to bed, and I kind of lather, rinse, repeat every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's high school, I guess. It's just every freaking day, same thing, all the time, same people, same shit, different day. So, yeah, it's just me.
And how's school been going since I last saw you?
It's going. We had a couple tests, and homework is just, there's just so much homework, so I mean, I guess it's okay. The tests, I don't like tests at all. Like, I think about them, and I try and study really hard, but then I think of, like, the grade and the expectations, and I just get all worked up, because it's like, oh my god, I have to do great, because I have to be like my brother, and I have to get good grades, and go to wherever he goes to college, and I'm always thinking about my grade, and it freaks me out, because I have to, like, do good in school, just like my parents did, so the tests just get, ugh.
I hear you comparing yourself to your brother and your parents when you talk about school. Is that something that comes up in your head a lot?
Yeah, like, anytime school even comes up, I don't even want to talk about it, because I know both my parents are just going to be like, well, your brother this, and your brother that, and 4.0 this, and, like, I don't really care about school like my brother did. I don't know, I mean, I want to go to college, but it's like, I'm not thinking I'm going to go to Brown, or I'm going to go to Stanford, and, like, no, I like the idea of college, but, like, my parents just want this school and that school and these grades, and if I could just be like my brother, I would be better off, I'd be smarter, and just always nagging about school.
So, tell me about what it's like at school for you. What kind of things are you encountering there? Do you feel like you're enjoying school?
I mean, I like going to lunch period with my friends, because then we're all hanging out and laughing, so it's kind of a nice break from the crap that I go through daily, so it's nice. I mean, I get by. It's school, it's high school, so.
Mm-hmm. So you say you get by. You don't feel like you're thriving, or you're not jumping to get there?
No, I don't want to be there. There are
Okay.
things there I just don't. I'd rather avoid, and if I could just avoid school altogether, I would never deal with those things. So.
Well, tell me more about that. What kind of things would you rather avoid?
Certain people, I think, for sure. Like the football jocks, they pick on me, and it's, I don't know, they find humor in pointing out what I wear, and why I don't talk, and the people I hang out with, and I don't play sports, so I guess naturally, if you don't play sports, you're the weird kid, and we're gonna pick on the weird kid. So, I don't know, I guess I think that just happens, like, not every day. Like I have good days at school, but anytime they're in the picture, it's not the greatest day ever.
And what kind of feelings are going through your head when that's happening, when you're encountering those people?
Well, I get scared because I never know what they're gonna do or what they're gonna say. How many of them there will be? Like if it's one, I can kind of brush it off. Like whatever, you're a big goof anyway. Like one person, but sometimes there'll be like 3 or 4 of them, and they'll definitely gang up on me. And at that point, I just get scared because I can't fight off 4 jocks. Like I'm that weird kid. So I guess I just get scared and I try and I avoid it. I mean, I have plans. Like my route that I walk every day like makes a difference. Like I will deliberately plan on skipping this hallway or going down this staircase if I know that they're going to be around that area. Like I've been late to class because I'll hide in the bathroom just so I don't have to go in the hallways and I don't have to run the risk of like running into those people.
So it sounds like you're kind of actively reframing your day to avoid some of those encounters.
Yeah, if I could just not go, that'd be great, but I mean, obviously I can't. I have to go to school. And yeah, I'm always thinking about it. I'm always worrying where they are, and I can't be around them because I don't want that shit to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So, what do your parents think about all that?
No, they don't know.
No?
No, I don't. They'll probably just. My dad, tough it up, sport. Talk back, fight back. And Mom, she just doesn't really care. She's just like, well, just don't talk to those boys. Like, just don't get involved with them. They just say, I guess I've never really like told them what happens. They know that there are people that pick on me, but I don't like go into detail. I'm not like, they throw me in lockers and they take all my shit and they push me around in the bathroom. Like they don't get it. They just don't. I don't think they care. So.
How does it feel to talk about it? Is it tough to describe?
I'm freaking out. I don't like talking about it because when I talk about it, I think about it. When I think about it, it makes me nervous, and then I get all riled up and anxious, and I don't know. I mean, I like saying it here because I feel comfortable. I guess like being just here and they're not here, and but I just even thinking about it, I get very on edge, and I don't want to talk about it because when I do, I freak out. So why I want to bring it up, especially to my parents, because it's like I'll get upset, and then they get upset, and then I feel like nothing is accomplished and nothing happens. So it's just it's overwhelming sometimes. Like I can't. I mean, I've skipped school before because I will sit at home and I'll get ready for my day, but then I get so anxious and I'm just picturing the shit I'm gonna go through at school, and I'm like, I would rather just not go. Like, I'll leave in the morning and just park my car somewhere and sit there for a while until I know my parents are gone at work, and then I'll go home. And then, luckily, they don't get home until later, so I can just stay there. I don't have to like leave and go back. But like I've skipped school to avoid going because it's just too much to handle.
So it sounds like, sometimes you're not only avoiding school, but you also have to turn around then and avoid your parents to avoid kind of the repercussions of avoiding school.
Yeah. It's a great life, isn't it? I'd rather just like I don't like how I feel when I get worked up. I don't like how I feel when I'm thinking so much, when I'm worrying so much, and if I could just avoid all of it and not have to do it or deal with it, like that would work for me. I'd rather, it doesn't help and it's not gonna get me anywhere, but it's like that's just when I'm comfortable. That's what I'd rather do.
So are there any times at school that you really feel comfortable and really, you mentioned lunchtime, that's kind of a more safe environment, a more...
That's pretty much it. I mean, like because that's when I'm with friends and that's when I'm with people that are like me and they get me and they understand and I mean I have my like choir and stuff, so like that's always nice because I don't treat that as a class, I just treat that as like a thing that I do and it's fun and so those moments are nice, but I think they're rare. But yeah, I guess there are times that I feel good at school, but it's never, those smaller things are never really enough. They're never really enough to be like, I won't go home and be like, oh my god, let me tell you about the great day I had, because it won't be linked to school or math or science, like. So yeah, there are times, I guess, but they're rare, they don't happen that often.
And so when you go to school and you walk in those doors, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Jocks.
Yeah.
And the fate that's awaiting me. Every time. It's what's it gonna be today. That's immediately the first thing that comes to my mind. Every day. Alright, I got my eye on the time.
Turn it down.
Okay, we can't do this right now.
Just turn it down a little bit.
No.
Dr. Wester does not like Dead Space.
Actually, he loves zombies though, so.
That's a good point. Good
well,
point,
then just keep it to a dull roar.
Okay, yeah, you're okay.
Like a roar as opposed to a...
We'll make sure that
we'll be in the moment and we'll be articulate. There's a fuzz. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, well Michelle, welcome back. Last time we talked a lot. I think we got a lot of stuff covered even just from our first meeting. So we got at why we were here, what we talked about, what our life consists of, stuff like that, right? So today, where are we at? How are we doing today? We'll put this in for our second session today.
That's interesting.
I don't know. It's been an okay week.
Okay.
I guess.
Why don't you describe that week for me?
I went to a really, really fun party last night, and so I apologize if I'm a little bit out of it.
Okay.
But yeah, met some new people. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Okay. We meaning?
Just like some people from my dorm. We all just went out and stuff. Yeah, met a couple of new people that don't go to UWM though, but still.
Okay. Let me say again, I don't mean to belabor the point, but is this the same group we talked about last time when we talked about friends, the people from your dorm?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
that's kind of like the only people I really know in this town, because I'm from Madison area, so.
Okay.
So yeah, just some people that I've met from my dorm and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you transfer from Madison here?
Or
did
no,
you just live?
I lived in Madison area for high school and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what else was part of this week? You have a nice long 7 days between sessions. So.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
else was in that week?
So let's see. I went to class. Monday I did not go to class though. Monday I did not go to class. I was not feeling good, but I went Tuesday and I had an exam. So I don't know yet how I did, but I had an exam. Talked to some friends, hung out a little bit. Pretty standard week, nothing huge really happened.
So it sounds like just a normal week.
Yeah, pretty
Nothing
much.
super
Yeah.
standout-ish.
No, just that the party last night was, I guess, like it was a bigger party, I guess, than usual, especially since it was a Wednesday, which is kind of weird. But so like for a Wednesday, I felt like there were a lot of people out, which was pretty cool. Usually Wednesdays are kind of dead because everyone goes out Thursdays and Fridays and stuff. But for a Wednesday, it was pretty good. Like there were a lot of people wanted to go and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
And last time we talked about your parents call every day.
Yeah.
According to you, was that still consistent this week?
Yeah, they called every day. I talked to them yesterday before I went to the party. I told them about my exam and stuff because they were really concerned about it. It's like, I swear they have it in their calendars, although it's like, it's my schedule, but I think it's like, they have it in their calendar too, and so yeah, they asked me about it and like what questions there were and how I studied for it and did I think I did well and how long did it take me? Did I get through all the questions before the end? And did everyone else finish before me or did I just breeze through it? That like 20 questions kind of thing.
So it sounds like your parents are very aware of what you have going on.
Or they at least want to be.
Okay.
They totally want to be aware of everything that's going on.
Okay.
They ask enough questions for sure.
And when they call you, when they ask a lot of questions, as you mentioned, how does that resonate with you?
I guess it's pretty frustrating because I just feel like they're not here, and they have not gone to college. Like, neither of my parents went to college. Actually, my mom didn't even graduate from high school, but she, like, I think it's one of those, like, cheesy things, like, oh, we want better for you than what we had, and, they've said that to me all growing up and whatever. But I just feel like, I don't know, they're so pushy sometimes, and they're so insistent, and they just need to know, and, I don't know, but that's, like, all we really talk about. We don't talk about, like, anything that I really care about. Like, they don't ask me, like, they don't even know, I bet you if I asked them, they would not even know the name of my roommate. I don't think they would. Like, we live in this tiny space together, and I don't think they would even know her name if I asked them right now. They would not even know.
So it sounds like their primary focus when they call you is to talk about school, is that right?
Oh yeah, that's about it. And I get they're concerned because I'm not like Little Miss Perfect like I used to be in high school, but still, it's like, that's it. So you're right about that.
You used, sorry to interrupt, but you used Little Miss Perfect to describe yourself in high school. Tell me more about that.
I guess that's just like kind of how I would assume most people kind of saw me.
Okay.
I did get good grades and stuff. I was the captain of the soccer team, And, you know, in order to be the captain, you have to, like, obviously not be at the parties and doing that kind of stuff. So I stayed away from all of that stuff. Stayed pretty just, like, above all of that kind of crap, you know, and didn't mess around because I didn't want to get kicked off the team, basically. So a lot of people saw me as that person that would never go to a party because I've got soccer in the morning and I've got school and I've got to keep my grades up and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's how most people would have described me.
Okay, well, to summarize your points, that this Little Miss Perfect kind of brought with it a level of prestige, as it were.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. I guess so. Well, I mean, it's like I said, you know, kind of living above that crap. So, yeah, I guess I saw myself as, like, living, like, kind of being above some of the stuff that I saw happening, and people saw that. I saw that too. I think I probably got made fun of more than I even realized for being, like, you know, wet blanket kind of thing at the parties or in social situations, like, don't drink around Michelle, she wouldn't approve, like, mom of the group kind of stuff.
Okay.
I guess not everybody's, I mean, that's not that fun in high school, but that's definitely not me anymore. Like, now I get it. Like, it isn't all about, like, being perfect all the time. It's, like, impossible.
So it sounds like the high school life and the college life are quite different with regard to certain situations.
Yeah. And that's, I think, what really scares the shit out of my parents. I think that's why they call me constantly, because they think I'm gonna just fucking jump off a cliff or something, or they don't, you know, or like shoot some heroin or something crazy because they've dealt with this really just, like, nice, perfect kid all along, and now I'm, like, heaven forbid, I'm having a drink on a Wednesday night, you know, so they're, like, really freaked out.
It's about our time that we have today. Could definitely roll, but
We could roll, yeah.
I could roll.
Okay.
Perfect.
Him.